Joining us now, a survivor of the Supernova Music Festival massacre, Maya Parizer, along with U.S.-based attorney who organized the family's visits to Capitol Hill, Gabriel Groisman. Gabriel and Maya, thank you so much for both being here. Maya, I saw you on this morning. You've met with some lawmakers in the last couple of days. What has been your reception here? Are people listening and at least going to do something to help rescue these hostages?
Hello.
Hi, Maya.
So let me tell you that wherever we went today and yesterday, and the amount of senators and congressmen that we've met, we've gotten their full support. They all are committed to returning the hostages that are still 19 days are in Gaza. We don't know what conditions they are. Many of them are my friends. And the delegation that I'm part of, we became a family. So I ache their losses as well. What I saw earlier, waiting to be on air, seeing that people from Colombia were happy on what happened on the 7th of October, just, breaks my heart and makes me so furious, because I am also an American citizen and I'm also supposed to be safe in America. This is also my home. And to allow people in elite colleges to be happy of someone's kidnapping and someone's being slaughtered and someone being butchered and innocent babies being killed inside a woman's womb, that is just morally wrong. And I feel like it's a responsibility of our educational colleges and universities to say enough. You can be pro-Palestinian, but you cannot condemn terror. We must condemn terror. We cannot support Hamas. Hamas is a terror organization.
Gabriel, so quickly, tell me about the group that you brought out of survivors. How many were there? And what are you specifically asking for? Because there's this debate, do we go get the hostages first before Israel launches a ground invasion? Does one come before the other? What was your message to lawmakers on the Hill?
Thanks for having us. Listen, we had a group of 12 people representing 5 different stories, 5 different families, two families with family members that were kidnapped, a couple, and another one, a father with his son, 2 others that were at the music festival and experienced the horrors, and they had their friends kidnapped and killed. And another one from a kibbutz that you saw earlier, Adele Raymer, who was lucky enough to survive, but many of her friends in the kibbutz were murdered and kidnapped, or kidnapped. What we were asking for, there was no specific political ask. These were to tell the stories. The big issue that we are all seeing all over the world is that the narrative has already changed. People have already forgotten about the horrors of October 7th, the worst single day of murders of Jewish people since the Holocaust. And the narrative is changing. People are talking about the Jewish army response, the IDF's response to this. And Congress is meeting just now to start talking about how they're going to fund and support the state of Israel. We have to make sure to show them the images, to let them meet the people, see and feel the stories, to see that these aren't just pictures on a screen or numbers on their briefing sheets. These are human beings, and let them feel that when they're making their decisions to support Israel.
That is so important, to make sure you tell your stories and make sure they don't forget the stories and the horror of the violence on October 7th. Maya, Gabriel, thank you for sharing your story with us. Thanks for joining us on The Bottom Line, and stay strong and keep speaking out. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Maya, we share your ache. We share your ache and your pain.
I just want my beloved ones to return home. I feel like I've never been happy when someone else is dying, whether they're Palestinian, whether they're Americans, whether they're French, or whether, people shouldn't be dying. Innocent people, we shouldn't be glad that they're dying. And it's not something to compare. There's no but afterwards. If someone is kidnapped, this is morally wrong. This is 2023. Why are people being kidnapped? I have so many friends who are just my age, just went to have fun, just, living their life in a wonderful place. And now they're suffering in Gaza. God knows what's going on with them. This is 2023. People, wake up and help us. We need to condemn Hamas right now.
And why do we have Americans supporting the kidnappers?
Right.
Maya, Gabriel, thank you so much.
Thank you both.